recording?
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Judy Robinson, and I write. So I wrote it just in case I got a little nervous to speak, but this is very important to me today. And I want to tell you why. I was saved when I was 9 years old. I was baptized then. It was part of the process, and I didn't completely understand what it really meant, and it wasn't personal to me because of my lack of understanding. As I grew, I didn't always live the way God would have liked me to live. I claimed my salvation, I clung to it, yet I didn't proclaim myself as a follower of Jesus. I knew I was here, but no one else knew. In 2008, I decided that I didn't want to drink every night. I didn't want the life that I was living. And I decided that I wanted a personal walk with God. I wanted to repair damaged relationships, and I knew that only God could help me with that. In 2010, I found myself moving from upstate to New York to Tennessee. I began to seek the Word of God, and I developed wonderful relationships and friendships with fellow believers, which was very encouraging. In 2013, my life as I knew it was crushed to dust. I had to leave my marriage and move to Nashville. I had only one friendship acquaintance and no family. I refer to myself as a crushed to dust, remolded by grace, usable vessel for God.
Come on now.
God molded me, and He began to use me, and I write for Him. I began writing shortly after I moved here, and some pieces that I had been writing and saving over the course of 3 years was placed in a book entitled "It Is Well With My Soul," because indeed it was, and it still is. Since then, I've begun to write screenplays, and I've recently published a novel. My writings are my ministry. It's what I do for God, and I'm a usable vessel. Then, the last week of July and the first week of August, every aspect of my life changed yet again. And I was once again crushed to dust. As much as it hurts to be crushed to dust, I know that God was working with me to remold me into something new, into a new vessel, a stronger vessel, a thicker vessel. The remolding process hurts and it's not comfortable. But when God's working like that in your life, keep in mind that the potter never takes his hands off the clay.
Yes, Lord. Yeah. Thank you, Lord.
He molds you, and He's been molding me to His liking, for His purposes and for what He has planned for me. I have no doubt that what He's been doing now is working to prepare me for what He has with regard to my ministry and my writing. To have that which you love taken away, that which what you counted on as security taken away. The only place you can look is God. You can only have faith for the very moment. And that's what He's taught me in recent weeks. And without those events, I would not have realized that I was standing in the way of what God wanted me to do for Him. I've had to be retrained in how I think and how I respond to circumstances and events in my life. And it's amazing. It's such a light to be given that ability. But it was during that week, as I was driving to work, the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus was envisioned in my mind and symbolized in baptism.
As we go into the water, go ahead and sit down. We represent this as the burial, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ in you. And He's starting a new work in you. Cool. Holy Ghost, we baptize